Alright. The Rana. Today's OC is called Dragon Road Night from Sonic Unleashed. I don't know. How are you guys doing today? Usually I say something like, we're gonna have a fantastic, awesome day. And yeah, that is exactly what we're gonna have. Even if something bad happens, sometimes I think to myself, well, you can only be alive to even experience something bad. So, that's technically still a good day. That's how I've been seeing things here and there. But, yeah. Okay, here it is. Sonic is still in China. And yeah, Dragon Road Night. I think this was the level that I really liked. Super awesome. So what I do is I tell myself I love myself in 3 languages when I look at myself in the mirror. Yeah, in 3 languages. English, Spanish, and Ukrainian. Sometimes I think to myself, do I think I'm better than everyone else? Do I think that I'm better than, like, sometimes I wrestle with God, and since I saw Ruskies all day, I literally, get myself into very, how do I put it? I don't know, I just feel like when I get into like discussions, I literally have to be like, well, no, because this makes sense. So like that. Although, I mean, then again, see, no, that's what I do. I end up just being like, then again. So, yeah. What I'm starting to come to comfortably realize is that I'm probably just because I'm never gonna get a solid answer doesn't mean I should be any less genuine or any less honest. So yeah, whether I'm in total agreement or if I'm just if I'm in total agreement or if I'm just like no, bro, that you can't what I do is I like to be like, so, like, for example, this is a good example. Sometimes I'll watch a video of someone saying God's coming, and you have to get right, and something. I've been hearing that ever since I was in elementary. I'm 27 now. You know, like, to a certain point, I'm just like when? You got me excited for no reason. And, yeah, but that's what I like to be, like, on the hypothetical if God is coming. And, you know, people have to, like, get right and stuff like that. Well, luckily, I just like to be honest. So, like for example, let's say, like, God appears right before me, and he's like, yeah. Let's say God appears right before me, and he's like looking at my stats. He pulls out paper and he looks at my stats, and he looks at my stats and he says, well, I mean, you've been honest and authentic for the majority of your life, except like when you were a kid. But for the most part, you've been authentic. But since you aren't like super firm believer, I'ma just send you to hell. let's say that actually happens. At that point, I'ma just be like, you know, I guess that's just how things work, and yeah, I'm just be like, I guess that's just how things work, and I am damned for eternity. But sometimes I like to think of myself, sometimes I like to think of myself asking the devil or Satan or whoever. Sometimes I like to think of myself like where I asked him all the questions that I had for God. And you know, he's like, yeah, I'm sending you back to heaven because I can't answer all of these questions. No puedo, no tengo respuesta por todas tus preguntas. Te voy a llevar al suelo. I don't have the answers to all your questions, so I'm gonna send you to heaven, donde tú puedes hacer todas las preguntas a Dios, where you can ask all your questions to God. A veces pienso eso. Sometimes I think that. Algo que es necesario para mí es que no importa lo que pase, lo que está pasando. Tengo que ser una persona genial. No matter what happens, I have to be a genuine person. no me gusta mentir. I don't like to lie. Porque cuando miento, siento que, tú sabes, yo estoy abandonando mi solo. I don't like to lie because if I do, I feel like I'm abandoning myself. So, eso es porque no miento. That's why I don't really lie. Ahora, a veces miento déjame ver, a veces miento como tengo un regalo o algo así. Sometimes I lie, like for example, if I have a gift or something. Hoy vamos a tener un maravilloso día. Today we're gonna have a marvelous day. Si tengo un regalo y no quiero enseñarlo a alguien, voy a mentir. If I have a gift for someone and I don't want them to know about it, I'm gonna lie. Déjame ver qué más. Si tengo que salvar alguna vida y una mentira lo vas a hacer, pues ahí miento. If I'm in a situation where I have to save someone's life and I have to lie, well then I'll lie. Pero, por ejemplo, si tengo que salvar mi vida, for example, if I have to save my own life, eso va a ser un difícil situación. That's gonna be a difficult situation if we're talking about my own life. Es probable que valora I'm trying to say value. It's possible that I value someone else's life more than I value my own life. Por supuesto, en esa situación, en ese instante, maybe in that instance, maybe in that situation. Honestamente depende. Honestly, depends. Por ejemplo, si hay como 10 personas y me van a pelar, vamos a pelear. Eso es diferente porque vamos a pelear. No voy a perder mi vida. Eso creo yo es diferente. If I have to fight like 10 people, that's different because I know if it's just a fight, I'm not losing my life. So I'm just gonna stand strong there. Pero si alguien tiene como un pistola, eso quizás es un poquito diferente. If someone has a gun versus fighting 10 people, things might be different, but I don't know. The reason why I'm talking about like being a truth person is because I feel like I had a problem, with sometimes I have problems at home, and I just feel like people, like if they were truly honest with themselves, I I wouldn't have to deal with any of this. Like for example, my mom and my grandmother kept telling me to go to church. I'm like, no, that's what you need to do. Because you're telling me I need to go to church when 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 I'm literally like a good honest person. Like I don't even lie, so like I'm sure going to church is great, but yeah, I'm not saying I don't need it. I'm pretty sure everyone needs it to a certain point, but it's like saying everyone needs therapy. Like no, let me handle this myself. And I'm just not a liar like them. I'm just not a liar like them. I don't lie to myself. And yeah. And like I feel like I don't know. Now so let's talk about my cousin. Like very, 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 very deceiving. I remember like he would wear like crossed earrings. Like earrings of the cross with the cross on it. Like of the cross. Like of those earrings. Yeah, on the other hand, he was super racist. Like, what are you doing? Like you might as well take those earrings off, man. You might as well take those earrings off. Giving me a bad name, and I don't even go to church like that. Giving me a bad name. Yeah, man, I don't know. I forgot. I guess it's like when like a girl who has had many boyfriends like turns a guy. There's nothing wrong with that. That's actually like like a good thing. But it's just like at that point ask God for forgiveness. Don't ask me. I'm not marrying you. So yeah. I'm not marrying you. With a past like that? No, I'm not doing that. I genuinely don't care how holy you believe you are. I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing that. Oh my goodness. 19 minutes. Wow. Nice. Alright guys, remember, be amazing and adios. Te veo en el próximo video. Do viva Chanya.